What's going on, people? Mr. Anti-Lock here, back with the epicness that is Shokugeki no Soma, chapter 105, entitled Stage. Now see, a lot of these reviewers out here ain't even gonna be able to pronounce that shit. Say it with me, people. Stage. The new arc has begun. Stage week. Will Soma and friends survive? I don't know. I know when you read it's like stagiaire, but it's French for a person who works free in a restaurant doing prep work or whatever they have you do in the restaurant, which is explained in the chapter. Chapter starts off where we find out the girls are hanging out together. Nikumi, Yoshino, Megumi, and Sakaki. What I love about the Kisuke Urahara of this, aka Ishiki. Ishiki points out that everybody's trying to gain that piece of themselves that they lost and learn a lot more about their cooking. Now, as we know from the story, a lot of people have their cooking styles already. But now this is the chance to improve. And doing this stage work allows you to find out who you are. It's pointed out that Soma has been hanging out with Kurokiba and Hayama to try to get to that point of figuring out how he lost the Fall Classic. How does he make himself stand out in his dish? Individuality and style speak through his cooking, and I found that to be great. There is comedy in this chapter. Yes, there is comedy. My favorite part of the chapter is when they're at Hayama's house or at his part of the school. And Soma and Kurokiba's like, I need two of those pike carpaccios order up, and they ordered like they was in a restaurant. He's like, don't order me around. I thought that was so epic. And also the part when he was like, when John was like, here, give them these tea cakes. And he was like, not the expensive ones. We're not gonna put out these tea cakes. And then Kurokiba's like, he's a miser / housewife. Pure epicness, I have to say. Soma also let Kurokiba taste his dish, and Kurokiba was knocking his dish, but at the same time he kept eating it. I thought that was pretty funny too. So a lot of good comedy in this chapter. One thing I like about Shokugeki no Soma, there are times where the story moves slow to help you understand what's going on in the moment. And then there's also great developments that let you see each character or the characters that are showcased grow. This shit takes me so back to culinary school, the stage work or / internship work, where you go to this high-end restaurant or any kind of restaurant that matter the school sends you to, and you learn their way of doing things. I've worked at a lot of great restaurants doing stage work. Now Jean points out there are many companies and many restaurants and many cafeterias that are gonna hire Totsuki Academy students based on the name and reputation. And a lot of us who went to culinary school know that, you know, when you do this kind of work, your school's name is on the line. And I found that to be pretty damn epic. Also, they also threw in the fact that if you make any mistake and tarnish the name of the school, you will be expelled. I was waiting for this kind of work, and a lot of people had a lot of theories about where Soma was gonna work, but who would have knew? See, Soma thinks that he has the edge because he's already worked in a restaurant and has grown up in a restaurant. But what Soma doesn't know about the real world is that when you work in someone's restaurant, it's not how you prepare things. You have to do things the way they want you to do it, in their way, in their style. So I hope Soma's cockiness doesn't get in the way of him learning, because some chefs who think that they know everything, that cockiness gets in the way of them learning. And as a chef, I know this for a fact, and I've been cooking for 12 years, that there's always something to learn in the kitchen, regardless of what you know. Another thing that's good about this stage thing, and I'm gonna quote Jun on this, she says, it's not just about doing the work and getting through the week, something similar to the hellish training camp. This, you have to make at least one visible accomplishment within the week you're there. And someone's thinking to itself, a visible accomplishment. Now, God only knows what that visible accomplishment could be. You could like be into a restaurant that has a terrible rush and pull them out of their dinner rush or lunch rush. You could actually catch something from burning and like just notice things that the cooks there don't already notice. So I want to see what Soma's accomplishment is going to be, and if it is noticed, because the kitchen world's a dirty place. People take credit sometimes for the things you do, and I hope that doesn't happen to Soma. At the beginning of stage week, they send you to your location. Soma's in this fancy train station, and he's walking around, and he reads his paper, and it says, maybe you work alone, or maybe you'll get a partner. And I'm thinking to myself, if Soma gets a partner, who is it gonna be? Soma's venturing around this train station. His partner is legit behind him, looking for the person that they're supposed to meet at the meetup point, and guess who it is? Hisako Arto. Now, she's still on that mode where it's like, you can't address me, like thinking Soma's trash. But this is gonna be an epic chance for her to see who Soma is and what he can contribute to the academy. And I can't wait for her to be brought down a notch. I can't wait for her to actually taste his cooking and she has that foodgasm, but we'll see. God only knows where this arc is gonna take them. But I do know that with them being paired together, she's gonna learn a lot about Soma, and they may just grow a bond. Because I don't care who it is, whoever tastes Soma's cooking, he forms a bond with. Look at Nakumi. Even Erina, she won't admit it though, but she helps Soma in key moments. Look at the election arc. Look at the Autumn election or the Fall Classic arc. She gave him a bit of insight, which helped him. He didn't win, he came in second place, which I found that funny too, because Kurokiba can't believe he's in third place. But she gave him insight to help his dish against Mimasaka. Anyway, I digress from the point. Soma calls her the secretary girl. And she's like, don't address me like that, again thinking that Soma's trash. And like, don't even want to give this man a chance because Erina acted like his food didn't taste good. Erina lied because Soma's cooking actually brought her to her knees. Soma and Hisako get to the restaurant, and it's titled Miroka's Western Cuisine, which is not what Soma's used to cooking. Soma's a Japanese fusion god, but he's only that way because that's his father's style of cooking. When it comes down to my cooking, it's a bit similar. I like to take things and meld things together and create new kinds of dishes. But Soma's father is on that level though. Anyway, Soma and Hisako walk into this restaurant and it's chaos. Looks like you got lines at the door, people getting upset like forget it, cancel my order. And they walk up to this weird kid who may possibly even be the chef owner of this place. We have yet to know. And the guy says, "Excuse me, are you perhaps the Tsuki Institute students?" And Hisako and Soma look at each other like, Clearly this man needs help. Now, this restaurant could be going down in the tubes or it could be too busy for this one guy to handle. We have yet to know, but I do know that Soma and Hisako are gonna make a great contribution to this restaurant. Also, I'm thinking about the others. I actually hope in this arc that they actually don't just focus on Soma and Hisako's growth, that they focus on the others from the fall classic or the autumn elections. I hope they focus on them too, because I want to see other people as well grow in this arc. Overall, great and interesting chapter of Shokugeki no Soma. I can't wait to see how Soma and Hisako turn this restaurant around, and I also can't wait to see Hisako gain that respect for Soma that everybody slowly has to get, or Soma has to beat into them with his cooking. Great chapter. Like if you haven't done it, subscribe, comment. Peace.